Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining me again back here in Oakland Zoo. Right, I hope you're well and looking forward to another episode of building our reptile house over here. However, just before I do that, I've had a little bit of feedback from you guys, which is really good, so thank you very much for that. Please do keep all your suggestions coming. One of them was to use educational speakers for the animals, because we're not really educating people particularly well yet. So that is exactly what I've done, and what I've done, I've just sunk the speakers inside these fake education things here. So there's a speaker inside each one of these. So you've got one there for the emus, there's one inside that one for the wallabies, and then there's one over here inside this one here for the red foxes. So that should hopefully boost our education a bit. Hang on, sorry, wrong thing. Because education on here, yeah, it's very low, 29%. So I'm hoping that that will start to go up a bit now. One of the other suggestions that I had was just about this wall here. I did worry about this at the time when I did it, this wall surrounding the seating area here, and the fact that the people sitting inside couldn't see out. And I completely agree. I need to see if I can lower it. So what I was just thinking of doing was just on these pieces here, if I can split them off and then see if they will sink down or not. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, to be honest. There's a tiny bit of the wood showing there. Other than that, that's not bad, because I do like the look of the stone with the wood on top. Actually, that does look much better, doesn't it? Yeah, you can definitely see out there, but it still looks like a decent barrier as well. I'll leave that tiny bit showing there. I think if I try and move the whole thing sideways, other bits will end up showing. So I don't really want to risk that, and I can just quite easily cover that up with a... Hang on, let's just get rid of that. Whoops. Hang on. I'll get it right in a second. Here we go. Yeah, I can easily cover up those little bits with a couple of bushes. Doesn't take a lot, does it? Just to make sure that we can't see little bits like that showing through. It doesn't. There we go. How does that look? There's a little bit poking through there. Do you know what? I'll forgive myself for that. No, I won't. No, I won't. Come on, Adam. Do better. I'm better than that. I can do better than that. I will find a different bush to put down. For now, let's just keep it simple. Let's just get a little bramble. That's all it needs. There we go. That covers it up. Yeah, that's all it needs for now. In fact, you know what? I don't like that one there either. Let's go for another bramble over here as well. This whole area will get some more decoration once I decide what's going on there, but for now that was a very good suggestion, so thanks for that. That does, you're right, that definitely looks better, doesn't it? And it makes it look a bit unique as well. I've not seen a wall quite like that before. Great. Okay, so last episode I laid out our reptile house here. I'm really happy with how this is going to look. Now I've got to work out how I'm structuring it inside, which is always going to be the trickier part to do. I'm thinking I might sort of work from the inside out. So I'm thinking I'll start off with with some of the detailing around stuff, for example, like this pond. So I want to create around here a very simple, I probably want to start, let's think, yeah, I'll probably start with a flat rooftop. What are we thinking here? Not breeze block, probably just a concrete top. Probably white, I think. Do you know what? It's going to be too big actually. I don't really want it to be sticking in or sticking into the habitat quite that much, I don't think. Okay, maybe I won't go with a grid piece. Maybe I will just go with some plaster pieces, because you've got various different shapes here. Oh no, that's a grid one again. I don't want a grid piece. Let's get off grid. Yeah, here we go. This looks better, doesn't it? Let's get this over to white. And let's see if I can get this pretty much straight with the pathway. Although actually it looks like the pathway is a little bit wonky. Never mind. Right. I'm going to have this raised a bit because it's got to cover all this land, which I think that now does. So I'm hoping that I can simply duplicate this along to create an edge. In fact, before I get going too far, let's combine these. Okay, get the angle snap on. So hopefully I can cover all of the edge with this. There'll be a lot of extra little edges to fill in and bits of detailing to do. I'm not quite sure. It's a shame that didn't quite match up there. Actually, I'll leave that little gap because I'm going to redo the pathway anyway. Okay, let's duplicate this over this way. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, good. Now what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to do a sloped edge, I think, to this. I like the idea of having a straight edge. However, I don't think that's quite going to work, is it? Because I want a flat bottom here as well, and you'll end up with a whole load of bits showing of the land showing through, which we don't want. So let's go something like this. I think, yeah, I think I can make this work. Oh no, it's not going to. All I can do is go with it and then see what it ends up looking like. Okay, so I like the idea of that. Let's just keep going with it, and we'll see what it ends up like. So, oh, I can't actually remember how many. Hang on, what angle is that? How many times did I turn it from flat? 1, 2. Ooh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make sure it looks the same, don't I? Okay, so I'm hoping that kind of creates a nice corner. Yes, it does. That's nice. Assuming no earth kind of shows through this, I think it's gonna look really nice. I then want to put a bottom on as well. I might need to extend these right down into the ground. Let's just see if I just bring this down. Okay, yeah, I can make that work. Oh, this is going to look really cool, I think. And there, and then let's get this side done as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still haven't actually decided what animal I'm putting in here. I think it's going to be the dwarf caiman. I think that's my plan. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? I was really hoping there wasn't going to be any land showing through there. I'll see what I can do. See, there's going to be bits showing through, but I might be able to disguise that with some rock work. there's always solutions when you've got a bit of an issue. There's always ways around it. Okay, let's just get that. Hang on, where's the top? Can't see where I am. Oh, there we go. Right, that's annoying. I can handle these bits at the bottom, I think, because I can put the floor on, and then I can put stuff in there, because it's going to be I'm going to put some foliage in there so that it looks interesting. Actually, you know what? I might not put a floor on. Actually, I might leave the floor looking rocky. I think that's okay, but I don't want that little bit just there. Just that little bit is annoying me. Let's try and do this. Yes, good. There we go. And then get the water back in. Brilliant. Okay, that was good. I'm always scared when I try that sort of thing. It often goes wrong. Okay, good. Good start. So that's a good structure there for our pond. It's going to need some glass around it. So I want people to be able to. I want it to look like people can walk right up onto this, I think, even though they can't. Obviously, this is the edge of the path. So I guess I want to create a little barrier around here, a little glass barrier of some sort. Or do I want to get on with some more structural work? It's awful when you do a project like this, because you've got so much to do and you kind of want to just do it all at once. Maybe I want to get on with some structure work now that that's in. I don't know why. I feel like I want to get some of the walls in place to start getting it sort of laid out, and yeah, kind of see what I've got to work with. Yeah, let's try this. So I'm thinking brick. I like the look of some brick walls as the basic sort of building structure. Do you know what I might do is actually work from one of these, I reckon. Because this is all basically on a grid. So logically, I should be able to build on a grid. So what I'm thinking, just wondering whether I want to, how big do I want to make the entrance? I feel like it wants to be bigger than a single one. Whether I can, yeah, maybe do something like that, and then try. I think something like that will look good. Although what I might do is just bring that down. Maybe do something like that, and then kind of mirror that over on this side, and then have a staff door there. Makes a bit of an entrance way at least then, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks good. So this back area is going to be essentially hidden from view. So I want a wall like that, so it looks like they're coming in from that area there. I like the idea of an arch there, which will then be a window, so it's not you're not going to be able to come through that. Or actually, do I want to make it, I could actually make it a proper window like that, couldn't I? And then put an actual bit of glass in there. That would look good. Yeah, let's go with that. And then I do like these pieces. Unfortunately, they don't work when you sink them like that. You have to have them sticking out, but I think I can get away with that. I'd really like the look of it when you have these nice arched pieces to browse like that. I think that looks really good. Okay, and then I think it should basically work for these as well. It is a little bit off because of the you know, the fact that this is on a slightly different grid to that, but they almost match up. It's good enough. And if it's not, I can always just separate these pieces and just slide them over a tiny bit. In fact, yeah, because that's going to be a whole separate part of the building, so I could do that. Okay, that's good. Let's continue with the outside wall. I don't know if I want it to be really tight to this. Or whether I want to have the outside wall out here, and then I could have like some education in here, maybe. That might look nice. Something like that. And then we've got of course, the tortoise habitat is going to be along here. So this whole wall here is going to be different. This is going to be glass of some sort. So that I can leave like it is. I can keep coming along here with this one. Now ideally that should have been there, shouldn't it really, but it's not, it's there. I might have to play around with some of these walls to get them exactly where I want them. I think something like that, and then this here is obviously gonna have to be a bit different, isn't it? Where are the curved pieces? Here we go, curved pieces, yeah. Oh, come on, it's not. Oh, that's odd. Okay, there must be a solution to that. I'm guessing that works. Yeah. See, if I was doing it that way, it's going to work fine, but it's one out. Which is a shame, because that's exactly where I want this wall. This is definitely in the right place because you've got a gap of 4 there. Okay, let's think about this. I'll put it down and I will come back to it, and I'll have to play around with that. I don't need that there. I want some more archways, I guess, on these as well. Actually, look, these ones are slightly off grid as well, so these I can just about do like that. That one will have to stand out, that's fine. Yeah, and then that's going to have to stand out like that. That's good, okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think this wall here just needs to be like that. I'm not sure what's going in here. Actually, I could probably fit another habitat here on this side, because the entranceway, if I do the entranceway the same over here, like that, I think. Yeah, so that's the same kind of entrance. And then how did I do it? It was, yeah, basically like that, wasn't it? Yeah, not too sure what I'm going to do on that little corner there. Now, what was going in here? This was going to be our saltwater crocodile, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, actually, I probably don't want them there. I want that back a bit, because I want the crocodile to have a little bit of land, don't I? Yes. Like that. And then what I'll do, I'll just do a separate wall coming along here. Okay, let's get that in. I don't know how I'm doing the roof to all of this, of course. Oh, this might look nice. That sort of thing looks kind of good, doesn't it? It's not quite symmetrical though. Actually, let's bring that in until I know it. Yeah, there we go. And then that just needs to move over to there. Oh, that looks nice. So then I've got another area just here, which I could potentially put something else in. Not sure what else we've got. I don't really want another one of the crocodile animals because, yeah, we've kind of done them, haven't we? What else is there? Let's have a look. It's a shame you can't search by, you know, reptile or whatever. So the giant tortoises we're going to have. So we've got an alligator, which I don't really want. We've got various snakes and things, obviously, to go in the exhibits. We've got the dwarf caiman that will go in the middle pond, and the terrapins. Ooh, we've got the fruit bats, but I think that's going to be too big for that area there. The other giant tortoises that are going to be going in the outdoor enclosure. Yes, all the reptiles are really just for the they're for the exhibits, aren't they? Rather than the Komodo dragon. Maybe I could do something with the Komodo dragon. Does this need water? It doesn't, but I think it does swim. I wish it would actually tell you in this bit that it can use water. I'm pretty sure they do. I don't think it says anywhere in here that whether something can swim or not. They don't need water, but I'm pretty sure they can go in water. They need quite a lot of land. I'm not sure that's going to be enough room for them. The maned wolf. Ooh, that's a new one. Don't remember seeing that. I'm not sure when that came in, but I like it. Nile monitor. Ooh. Yeah, so this needs swimming. And it needs land. The Nile monitor. There we go. That would be a good one, wouldn't it? Nile monitor. I could have a Nile monitor in here and then extend its habitat out into this water area here. Build like a fence for it. That could work. I like that. Yeah, that could work really nicely. Right, well, while I'm here, let's just move this so that it's in line with that. That's better. And then I think what I'm going to do is get rid of the angle snap and then get this covered up with a wall. Let's try and get the height correct. Yeah, so there's going to be a bit of work like tidying up to do on the back of this building here, but that's fine because I'm going to do a whole sort of backstage part of the building here anyway. So that's fine. Oh, hang on, I didn't quite finish that, did I? I need that there. Yeah, and then I guess this building is going to be like this, just a simple backstage part of the building like this. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty much perfect, isn't it? It's going to be a bit tricky with the roofing situation here. This is all going to be a bit strange, but that's fine. I can work on that. Yeah, so then we've got an outdoor pen here, and then this outdoor pen, Nile monitors, and I need an outdoor water bit for them. Okay, great. Let's get that put in then while I'm here. So let's do a door probably over to the side. Actually, I wonder if I could... Yeah, let's get it in here if I can and hide it in this wall. Oh, it's not going to let me, is it? Because it's going to... Yeah, it's going to try and snap to that. Can I? How close can I get it? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it like this. So I'll take it out. Let's go roughly like that. Let's bring this right the way up to here and along and back into there. And then, yeah, you know, I'll have to hide that in some way. Actually, let's just get a piece in there to hide that. In fact, I think what I'll do, really simple, is just okay, let's separate that, and I will just make this wall double thickness. It's such an easy solution to that sort of thing, where it just allows you to hide the entrance. Great. Okay, I suppose what I also need in the backstage area here, I'm going to need a keeper hut, aren't I? Let's have a look at that. See if I can get a large one hidden in here somewhere. I might have to just extend the building a bit in this corner, but that's fine. Hang on, let's... Yeah, there we go. Let's get a big keeper hut back there. No, hang on. Okay, let's get that extended back to there. Like so. I might just want to bring that in a little bit. If it would, oh, it's not going to. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to have to just make this a little bit bigger. I didn't want to have to sort of extend the zoo, but you know, for something like this, it's fine. I can forgive myself. Well, I just need to shrink the grid and just move this back a tiny bit like that, and then just fill the gaps in. It's going to be tricky doing the roof. I know it is, because it's not quite going to fit perfectly, but hey, we'll figure that when we get to it. Let's just do that. Okay, good. So that's our backstage. We've got that. I just thought, I haven't actually got a staff room, have I? I must have. Yes, there was a staff room in here, wasn't there? Yeah, staff room. Okay, so there is a good staff room, but this is quite a long way away. I feel like maybe I should squeeze a staff room into here. I don't think it's going to fit in that bit, but let's just check. There is that's the smallest one, isn't it? I wonder if I can just... Let's just do that, and then let's just see if I can connect this up. There we go. And then I can, again, just play around with this. Get that moved back to there, and then let's just extend that like so. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to be very fiddly doing the roof to all of this, but we'll figure it out. I don't know, because I want it to have different styles of roof. So this backstage area will have a very backstagey looking bit of roof, and then probably a strip along the front here that will look really fancy. I want a glass dome to go over the top of this bit, and I don't really know what's going over here. But that'll be sort of the last thing I do. I've got a lot of work to do inside first. Well, let's just have a look at this. Wow, this is big, isn't it? This is turning into a large project. I guess I could start getting some animals into it, and potentially even let people come over and see the animals a bit. But no, it's too early for that. It's too soon. Too soon. Don't want to get carried away with myself. Although I kind of do. Yeah, because I suppose I could at least get the exhibit animals in, couldn't I? And let people start coming across and working on these things. What I'll do off camera is I will set up some staff stuff here, some work zones. I might even get the animals in and get some staff working over here as well. But I'll do that off camera because you don't want to see me doing boring stuff like that. And then I can connect the path up and at least have the public coming over and looking at the exhibits, even if they're not seeing the other animals yet. Yeah, that's a good idea. I will do that off camera. So I'm going to leave the episode there. Not the most exciting episode in the world, but at least you can start seeing the shape and the structure of what I'm trying to do here with the Reptile House. It is quite an epic build, this, but it is what you see in English zoos. You do find this kind of thing. I think it's going to look amazing once it's done. It's just going to take me a while, but there we go. I like to take my time over these things. Many of you have been commenting recently, actually, that you do like how I play the game and how I talk through my thinking and record in real time rather than doing speed builds. And I really appreciate that because, for a start, it's just really nice of you to say nice things about me, which is good. We all like that, don't we? But no, this is how I like to play. It's how I like to record as well. I've never liked speed builds. I don't like. I have done them in the past, but I never liked doing commentaries after the fact because you can't remember what you did and why you did it, and I much prefer just talking you through it as I go along. So yeah, that's why I do it, and that's why I'm going to continue doing it as well. So there we go. So please do let me know what you think of the Reptile House so far. If you've got any thoughts and suggestions, then please do let me know. One thought that I did have is that I might try and do an upstairs, but I think that's going to end up with it being too over the top and big then, so I probably won't. Well, I'm definitely not going to do that. I decided it is just going to be the one level. But yeah, anything you want to say, please do leave a comment, and next episode we will continue working on this. I don't know where I'll go next, but we shall see. So yeah, just let me know what you think. If you've enjoyed the episode, you can hit the like button for me as well. That is fantastic. And hopefully you can join me in the next episode. Until then, though, do take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.